Hello everybody, I don't know if anyone's there yet. I'm just going to make sure that we're live, so just give me a minute to check my other device. Welcome if anybody is there. Apologies, it's just a bit of a technical. We need to, yeah, there we go, great, okay, fantastic. Lovely. Okay, good. So I can see a couple of people there already. Please do, although I seem to be stuck. No, I'm all right, great, okay. So welcome. Please do say hi as you arrive. It'd be really nice to know. Great, hi, that's Nigel, who's appeared at the bottom there, fantastic. Yeah, do let me know who's there. Messages are obviously coming up. It's obviously, this is online, but it'd be really nice for us to just meet each other and to feel like there is a community going on today over the next 4 hours or so. So please do say hello, let me know that you're there, that would be great. So as you know from the schedule, these first 10 or 15 minutes is probably about 10 minutes actually. I'm just going to introduce you to what we are going to be doing today. Hopefully you will be saying hello to each other as well as to me, and introduce myself and Nigel. So the schedule, if you haven't seen it already, it is hi Connie, hi Lena, welcome, welcome. The schedule, if you haven't seen it already, is in the retreat. I'm looking over there because that's where my computer is. Hello Sean, hi Tracy. So please do take a look at that so you know what's going on and when. But basically the main idea of the schedule will be that we will start with some pranayama and some Yin Yang Yoga, which is with me. Then we'll have, I will finish 5 minutes early, so that, I don't think she's here yet, Sean. Maybe, maybe not. I will finish 5 minutes early. Hi Rosie, hi. So that you can have a quick break before we start the meditation. So that will be at 3:15. So Nigel's meditations will be around 30 minutes. It won't be 30 minutes of meditation because of course he will be explaining a few things to you as well, just to let you know that. Then we will have a half-hour break, and then we're going to come back to me with some Yin Yoga for an hour. Again, I'll leave a 5-minute break there, and then we will move back to Nigel for half an hour, and then finally we will finish with hi Ona, hello, welcome. Yeah, there we go. So Nigel's just introduced himself, you can see there. And then, yeah, we'll be finishing with a closing circle, something like this, just bringing everything together and saying goodbye to each other. So that is what's going to be happening with the schedule today. So welcome to anybody who is arriving. Please say hi. Hi, Anne. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Goedemorgen. No, not goedemorgen. It's not the morning, but welcome. So let me explain why we chose this particular topic. The reason that we have decided, some of you may have attended the retreat that Nigel and I did in the new year, and it went really well. We were really pleased with it, so we decided that we would do another one today. Which is going to be focused on transition and change. So the reason we chose this topic is because, of course, there have been so many changes going on over the last year or so. So many changes happened or happening at the moment or going to happen in the future. And we thought that it would be a really nice idea to help, to give you some skills, to give you some tools basically for working with change and transition, rather than ignoring it, pushing it aside. So being with it and experiencing it and learning from it. So that's going to be one of the topics today, and the second part of it, particularly with our Yin Yoga class, is going to be also about yes, we are working with change and transition because it is inevitable. So we want to make the most of it, basically, but it can be really stressful. It can be really hard work for many of us. So also what we are going to be doing today, particularly in the yoga, is giving you some skills, both in the classes but also out of the classes, for de-stressing, calming, and relaxing. So those are the two key points of our retreat today. Great, okay, it's nice to see some people there. Yeah, as you perhaps you saw, just really quickly, just to let you know, there is a donate. We are providing this for free, and we're very happy to do so. But if you did want to make a donation, that would be very warmly received. I have put the I've put the link. It should be underneath this video for PayPal if you wanted to do that, just to let you know. So if you wanted to make sure, just over the next 5 minutes or so, I'm just going to, you've got time to just make sure you've got everything. So some water, any props that you might need. So as you can see here, I've got some blocks and a blanket here. These may be useful for the Yin Yang Yoga. You might want a bit more for the Yin later on. Cushions, pillows, whatever you've got. Books can be useful instead of blocks as well if you wanted to use those. Some water, maybe you might want to bring some snacks in, but like I said, we will be having a couple of breaks. And I would suggest turning your phone off for the 4 hours. And also, if you tell other people not to bother you as well, that would be a good idea. So as I mentioned already, I will be leading the yoga sessions and the pranayama. The first session I'm going to be leading today is Yin Yang Yoga. I'll explain a bit about what that is when we start, and then I'll be doing the Yin Yoga later on. I do teach in a functional way. So what I mean by that is that I don't really care so much about what you look like in the poses. This is not an aesthetic way that I teach. We all have different bodies, we all look different, we all have different experiences. So I would really encourage you, and I will be encouraging you, to focus on what you're feeling, what you're sensing, what your experience is in the body. So in a lot of the poses, particularly in Yin, but also in the Yin Yang Yoga, I will be pointing out target areas. So particular areas that I want you to be feeling stimulation in. So that could be stretch, that could be compression, that could be twist, but I want you to feel sensations in that particular area. That is more important than what the pose looks like to me in this way of teaching. Quick bit of self-promotion while I've got you here. If you do enjoy these classes, then please do check out my Uccelli Yoga page. Please follow me. Please like my page. I do both Yin Yoga and Yin Yang Yoga every week. And you can also follow and like Nigel at Swansea Shamatha Meditation. He did, as you saw before, he did introduce himself. So you can find him there. So those are the main things. Obviously we have the chat, it's working, I can see it. So if you have anything that you want to ask me, like anything that is particularly in relation to you and your body as we're going along, particularly in the Yin Yoga class, just message me and I will do my best to answer you. Obviously I can't see you. I don't know if you've got, a couple of you I do know if you've got any injuries or anything going on I need to be aware of, but others I don't know. So please just be wary, listen to your body, and if something doesn't feel right, then come out. Yeah, just come out and just move into a neutral position at any point. That's really important. Listen to your body. So that is my introduction done. Yep, I think those are the key points that I wanted. Somebody else has appeared. Hi, who's that? Please say hello. Yeah, so as I said, I'm going to push everything back 5 minutes. So I'm going to go into the pranayama now, actually, so that we have that 5-minute break later on. So if you would like to move into a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. For me, I like to kneel. Some people prefer to sit cross-legged. 11 people, great, lovely. Please say hi, who's there? Or perhaps Burmese style might be suited for you, or you might even want to sit with your legs out straight in front of you. As long as you can be upright in that position, that's absolutely fine. So find your seated position and then we will start with our breathing exercise. I'll just give you a couple of moments and I will have some tea. So what we're going to be doing today is a breathing exercise that's called Lung Ro Sel. And this breathing exercise comes from Tibet, actually, a Tibetan practice called Lujong. So this is an ancient practice, energetic movement practice. And the translation of Lung Ro Sel is exhaling the waste wind. So basically in this practice of Lujong, what they do through the movement is, the idea is to unblock anything that is stuck. So stuck energy, particularly stuck energy in the channels, in a similar way to traditional Chinese medicine, in the channels of the body. Something gets blocked and basically what they are trying to do through this practice is to unblock it. So through these movements, this is what they're doing. And then after each repetition of these movements, then they would practice this breathing exercise, Lung Ro Sel, to basically clear out the stale and the old energy. So I thought that this might be a nice one to do today because it may be useful for us to kind of clear out the sort of old, maybe the old ways of thinking, the old ways of doing things, and to welcome in the new, these new ideas that we're going to be working with today, I suppose, of accepting and being with change and transition. So it's quite a simple practice. So let's just do it in its basic form first. So really what we're going to be doing is we're going to be breathing in through the nose, up to the top of the lungs, and then we're going to be breathing out completely, making the sound. As we're doing that, we're also going to be using the hands to help us with the flow. So let's just give it a go. So just bring the hands somewhere around the belly. Breathe out completely. Breathe in, hands are coming up, bringing up. Breathing in through the nose, right to the top of the lungs. And then as you breathe out, you are pushing down. Using that. Breathe in, arms come up. Close your eyes. Allow the arms and the hands to rest. And notice any effects. So just to give you a little bit more information before we, about what we're doing, before we do it again. We're using the hands to facilitate the flow, yeah? And as the hands go up, we want the shoulders to stay down, because what we're doing basically is we are we're helping pull up and releasing this stale, this stagnant energy, yeah? So we're bringing the hands up, but we're keeping the shoulders down. So we do want to empty the lungs completely. And also we want to be using this sound. So again, we are using this ha sound to help pull up, and release the energy. But also what we're doing is we're using that sound. It's a long, deep exhale. So we are using it to basically to relax and to calm our nervous system as well at the same time, as all long, deep exhales do. One other thing I would suggest is at the end of the is if you slightly activate the abdominal muscles, that can also help to push everything out as well. So those key points: keeping the shoulders down, breathing out completely with the lungs, using the and then also that slight activation at the end of the So just close your eyes again, hands in front of the belly. Breathe out completely. Breathe in, the hands are coming up. Keep the shoulders down. Breathe out completely. Contract the abs slightly. Breathe in again. Arms coming up, hands coming up. Keeping the shoulders relaxed but down. Activate slightly to push out. One more time. Breathe in. Keep the shoulders relaxed but down. Release, let the hands drop. Notice any effect. And we're going to do this one more time, 3 rounds. And I'll start you off, but I want you to do this in your own time. So bringing the hands in front of the belly. And then when you're ready, 3 times. And then once more after your 3rd one, keep your eyes closed. Rest the hands. Notice the effect. Exhaling out the old, the stale, so we can allow in the new. And if you want to open your eyes. So with the yoga today, we're going to be using this throughout the yoga practices. We're going to use it as something like a full stop, a new paragraph, to help us reset and recharge. If you have any questions about it, by all means, please message me, as I said. But now we're going to move on to the Yin Yang Yoga. I'm aware that we are moving a little bit faster, but I think most of us are here now. I can see someone else has just joined. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I am going to start the yoga actually a bit earlier today so that we can have that break between myself and Nigel. But again, I'll just spend a couple of minutes telling you about Yin Yang Yoga and also what we're going to be doing today. The start is this start bit is the time where I'm going to be speaking most, just to let you know. I'm not going to be talking non-stop all the way through. Well, I'll try not to anyway. So, Yin Yang Yoga. So for those of you who haven't practiced with me before, the idea of Yin Yang Yoga is that we are bringing two different approaches to yoga together for balance. As you can see, I've just changed my seated position, by the way, if you wanted to do the same just for this next minute or two, couple of minutes. So the idea of yin and yang comes from ancient Taoist Chinese philosophy. I'm sure that you have seen the symbol of the black and the white with the swirl in the middle, with a dot of black in the white and a dot of white in the black. So those two sides represent the yin and the yang, the black and the white, the day and the night, the hot and the cold, opposites basically. So whilst they are opposites, the swerve, the curve between the two shows that they are constantly working together, interplay, and actually often changing from one to the other. So as I just said, day to night, for example, the seasons are constantly changing, we age, everything changes. It is inevitable. Everything changes, or at least has the potential to change. So it's a natural part of the world around us. Something important to remember for today in particular. So this yin yang sign shows these opposites working together, shifting between each other all the time, shifting between the two all the time, and complementing each other, working together for balance. So this is the idea of our yin yang yoga classes, is that we are bringing what we call a yang yoga. So this is yoga with the yang qualities to it, active, dynamic, moving, focusing on the muscles, which are a yang tissue of the body, and yin yoga, which is the opposites. It is passive, it is still, and it is receptive. All of these are yin qualities, and we do those in our yin yoga. So that is the main idea of yin yang yoga, or the way that I teach it anyway. Yes, for anybody who teaches it actually. This particular class I've designed this for all levels, but particularly with beginners in mind. So if you are an experienced yogi, then of course this is going to be, really beneficial for you. But just to let you know, you may not find it as dynamic as your usual practice. But by all means, make this practice, and this goes for everybody, as yin or as yang as you want. You can make it as active and dynamic as you like, or as passive and as slow as you like. Adapt it so that it suits you. That's really important. I can see someone else has joined. Tell us hi. Welcome. Who are you? It would be nice to know who you are. Yes, so please just adjust it as you see fit. If you are an experienced yogi, just come to it with a beginner's mind as well, yeah? You can always learn something from everything. And it will be, the yang will be active, absolutely, of course. The structure of this class, we're going to start with a bit of a warm-up. Then what I want to do is the yang part. I'm going to give you an introduction to a few poses that are considered more yang. And we're just going to spend a little bit more time in them so that you can feel those target areas that I was talking about at the start, and that you can adjust them so that they suit your body. Stimulation, but no pain is the key. Yeah, so you'll have time to do that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to move into a yang flow. Well, we're going to move into a flow using those poses that we've practiced. So this flow is moon salutations, also called Chandra Namaskar, and it is particularly focused actually on the lower body. It's a really nice flow. I really like it. I hope that you do too. And then finally, we're going to have some yin poses, and with this class, we're going to use them a bit more to wind down. As I mentioned, the moon salutations are quite focused on the lower body, so for the yin, I'm going to focus more on the upper body for this particular class. So those are the main things that I wanted to tell you, so we can begin. So if you want to start in a standing position, so make your way to a standing position in the middle of your mat. I will have a quick bit of tea again. While you're doing that, I'm just going to check and make sure nobody's got stuck or anything trying to get in. Apologies everyone, I can just see somebody's asked a question and I'm not sure. Is Lena, are you here? I'm just trying to look at the comments because I saw that you put a message on there. Sorry everybody, this is what happens when I feel like you were the first. Yes, Lena, you are there, great, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Right, I am back. So we're going to stand in the middle of the mat somewhere. Feet can be relatively slightly apart or closer together, whatever's comfortable for you here. I just want to make sure that you can see me. I'm just going to move the camera slightly. Sorry everybody, technical, yeah, okay, that's better, I think, yeah, lovely, okay, we will start now. So, in the center of the mat, palms together in front of the heart. So take the shoulders back, bring the shoulder blades towards each other to open up the chest area, so just feel that opening in the chest and light compression in the shoulder area. And then we're just going to stretch up. So just stretch up, palms together. Maybe you might want to put the 4 fingers together just to point up at the ceiling. So we're stretching up as we're breathing in. And then we're going to drop to the right side. Sorry, you can't see my arms, but you can see what I'm doing in the body. Gently push the right foot into the floor to give that bit of extra stretch on the side, and then as you breathe in, come back up again. Stretch up and then drop to the other side. So I want you to feel a stretch on the left side. As you breathe out, you might want to drop a little bit deeper and push gently that left foot into the floor to feel a stretch on the left side. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, now fold forward from the hips. Okay, so this is yang, so we're folding from the hips. We don't particularly want a curve in the spine, we want a straight spine. So it does not matter if you don't come all the way down. As you can see, I'm not actually naturally coming all the way down because of my hips. Doesn't matter. I want you to feel a stretch in the backs of the legs. If it's too much of a stretch, bend the knees slightly. Now breathe in and just bring the top of the head forward. It may not be very far that you've come up. As you can see with me, it's not. But we're looking for a flat-ish back. So just adjust the back. See if you can make it as flat as possible. Looking forward. And then as you breathe out, then we're folding the hips again. Folding forward, feeling the stretch in the backs of the thighs. Backs of the legs, maybe even the calves. Breathe in and stretch up again. Breathe out, palms together in front of the heart. So now we're going to move into the next one. So I want you just to separate the legs, and I'm just going to do something a bit technical again because I haven't done it. I just want to keep my timing to make sure that I don't overrun or underrun. Okay, so separating the legs, you can separate them quite far. Again, making sure that you're comfortable. And I want you just to, toes are pointing out. Okay, so heels are in, toes are out. Palms together in front of the heart again. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, now bend the elbows, bend the knees. It may be that you need to bring your heels further towards you. Adjust the feet. You can move. What we want to feel is a stretch on the inside thighs here. So to do that, you want to move the position of the feet, and you also want to take the knees out. Yeah, bring them back so that you're feeling a stretch. Play with it, you can move a bit. And the elbows are down, and again, we're bringing the shoulder blades together to open the chest. So we've got opening in the chest, we've got a stretch in the inside thighs. Next, in breath, straighten the legs, straighten the arms, coming up. Now this time, toes are pointing forward. So move the position of the feet so the toes are pointing forward, stretch up. And on the next out breath, fold forward from the hips again. Now we want to be feeling a stretch more at the backs of the thighs now. So again, play with the position of the feet. If you're not feeling it in the backs, you may be feeling it in the inside thighs as well, that's fine. You might want to try separating the legs a bit more, bringing them a bit closer together, and also playing with the position of those heels to feel that stretch in the backs of the thighs, maybe also the inside of the thighs. Breathe in, go to flat back again. So make that back as flat as possible, bring the shoulder blades together. Doesn't matter where your hands are. Breathe out, fold forward from the hips. On the next in-breath, go to flat back once more. And on the out-breath, walk the hands over to the right, bend the right knee, and swivel on the ball of the foot, pointing the toes of the left foot up and the left leg is straight. So we're in this half squat or crane pose. Doesn't matter if you didn't get in very elegantly, as long as you're here now. Again, we're feeling a stretch on the inside thigh here. So play with the position of the torso, play with the position of the leg, rotate the leg, to find that stretch on the inside thigh. You can bring the palms together if you want to. Doesn't matter if the heel is up off the floor, not important. The stretch on the inside thigh is important. Okay, so breathe in. And as you breathe out, we're going to go to the other side. So this time we are stretching out the right leg, bending the left knee. Again, play with the position, the rotation of that straight leg. Play with the position of the torso so that you're feeling the stretch on the inside thigh. Doesn't matter if the foot is up, if the heel is up, really doesn't matter. I just want to focus on this stretch without any pain. Okay, then we're going to go back to the center. Go to flat back again. Fold forward. We're going to walk over to the right once more, but this time we're going to swivel so that the toes, the feet are pointing towards the short end of the mat. Hands on either side of the front foot. Push that back heel down towards the floor to feel a stretch in the back line of the body. Then bring that knee down. We're going to do a lunge here. So on the next in-breath, stretch up. Now you might want to play with the position of this front foot. So for many people, this is going to be more of a right angle, and the reason for that is so you haven't got any pressure on the knee. So as you breathe out, drop down into that back leg and see where you're feeling this in the legs. We want to be feeling a stretch on the front of this back leg. That's our target area, but we don't want any pressure on the knee. So as I said, for most people, that is going to be more of a right angle. Stretch up, and again, drop down, feel that stretch. If you want more stretch, move this back leg further back. If you want less, bring it forward a bit. And on the next out breath, bring the hands down on either side of the foot. Bring that back leg up. And then we're going to walk to the other side. So we're swiveling the toes so they're pointing the opposite direction. This back leg, we've still got it straight, so we're up on the toes. Push the heel down to feel a stretch on the back line of the leg. Keep the legs strong. On the next out breath, bring the knee down. Adjust the feet if you need to. Breathe in, stretch up. And then as you breathe out, drop down into this back leg, but keep the legs strong. You want to imagine in this pose like there's a magnet and they are attracted to each other. These legs. So the legs are strong, but you are dropping down to feel a stretch on the back hip, adjusting the front foot if that knee doesn't feel good. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, hands on either side of the foot. Bring that back leg up again. And once more, walk back to the center. Go to flat back. And then fold forward. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, palms together in front of the heart. Okay, so next, we're staying with our legs outstretched like this. We're going to move into warrior two. So we bring the arms up, we stretch up, and then we drop the arms down so that they're out to the sides. We take that front foot round so the toes are pointing. You might need to adjust the legs a bit here. So the toes are pointing to the short edge of the mat. Bend that front foot. Adjust the position of the legs, the feet. This back leg should be stable, it should be strong, but it shouldn't be hurting anywhere. You want to be feeling it in the thigh here. You may also be feeling it on the inside thigh of the front leg. Breathe in. Breathe out, drop down. Keep those legs strong. Think about that magnet. Breathe in. Breathe out, dropping. Breathe in. Straighten the front leg. Breathe out. Now lean forward over that front leg and then bring that arm, that hand down to the leg, wherever it lands. The left arm is up, so we're in triangle pose here. Look up to the left hand, stretching up. And as you breathe out, then twist a little bit further to the left. Keep the legs strong. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, twist a little bit more. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, bring this hand down to meet the other one. You might want to move that back heel a bit further back so that our hips are pointing to the short edge of the mat. Feeling this in the back of the front leg. Breathe in, get a flat back again. Breathe out, fold forward from the hips, down that leg. On the next in-breath, then we're going to bring the arm up and move back into warrior two. Then let's go to the center. So breathe in, stretch up, and adjust the feet if you need to. If you want to bring the feet a bit closer together or further away, please do that. As you breathe out, drop the arms down. Front toes go towards the other side. Yeah, and adjust this back foot if you want to. Listen to the legs. Back leg is strong. Making sure that the front knee is okay. Adjust the feet if you need to. And as you breathe in, keeping the legs strong, drop down a little bit more. Listen to your body. Next in-breath, straighten the front leg. And then out-breath, lean forward and fold over the front leg. Hand goes wherever it goes. Doesn't matter where it is. Right arm is up, look up. Look up to that right hand, stretch up as you breathe in. As you breathe out, twist slightly to the right. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, twist a little bit more. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, right hand comes down to meet the left. Swivel a little bit on that back foot so that heel goes more backwards. And then go to flat back as you breathe in. As you breathe out, fold from the hips over the leg. Breathe in. Breathe out, keep the legs strong. Breathe in, arm comes up, bend the front knee, back into warrior two. Breathe in, arms are coming up. Breathe out, elbows go down, back into what we call goddess pose. Feeling it on the inside thighs, opening up the chest. Breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out, palms together in front of the heart. Then you can bring the right foot in and the left. So those are the main yang moves that we're going to be using for the moon salutations, which we're going to be moving into now, which is our flow. So we're going to start on the left side of the mat. Not completely over to the left, about a third of a way along. So we're going to do this with the breath. We're going to do it with a slow breath, okay? So for each movement is either with the in-breath or with the out-breath. So let's just come back to our bodies, bring the palms together in front of the heart. So we've done all these moves just now. We're going to put them into a flow. Shoulder blades together. Press the feet into the floor. Bring the top of the head towards the ceiling. Strong legs, strong body. So as you breathe in, arms are going up. Fingers together if you like. As you breathe out, we're dropping to the right. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, drop to the left. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, widen the legs into goddess pose. Breathe in, then we are moving into, I have forgotten what I'm doing here. Apologies. Can we start again, please? Sorry about that. My mind went completely blank. Let me just remember. Very sorry, I don't know why my mind has gone blank here. Yes, okay, sorry about this. Let's start again. So over to the left. Palms together. Let's try again. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, drop to the right. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, drop to the left. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, go to goddess pose. Breathe in, then straighten the leg. Breathe out, then we're bringing the arm down, we're moving into triangle. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, the hand goes down, swivel on that back foot. Breathe in, go to flat back. Breathe out, fold forward. Hands on the floor. Breathe in, bend the right knee, raise the toes of the left. Breathe out, stay here. Breathe in, walk over to the other side. Breathe out. Breathe in, swivel on this front foot into lunge. Breathe out, bring that back knee down. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, come down. Breathe in, hands on either side of the foot. Breathe out, then we're going back to the stretch pyramid pose. Breathe in, go to flat back. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, right arm goes up. Breathe out, twist a little bit more. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, goddess pose. Breathe in, left foot comes in, and we go to the right side. Breathe out, palms together. Okay. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, drop to the left. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, drop to the right. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, go to goddess pose. Breathe in, straighten the front leg and fold. Breathe out, fold over into triangle pose. Breathe in, look up to the arm. Breathe out, bring the arm down, swivel that back foot. Breathe in, go to flat back. Breathe out, fold forward, hands on the floor. Breathe in, down to crane. Breathe out, stay here. Breathe in, walk over to the other side. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, now turn around into lunge. Breathe out. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, come down, hands on either side. Breathe in, go back to pyramid. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, go to flat back. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, left arm comes up to triangle. Breathe out, twist a little bit more. Breathe in. Breathe out, coming up. Breathe in. Breathe out, goddess. Breathe in. Breathe out, back to the left side. Let's do it again. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, drop to the right. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, drop to the left. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, go to goddess. Breathe in, move the feet and the arms. Breathe out, fold over the leg. Breathe in, look up to the left arm in triangle. Breathe out, bring the left arm down to meet the right. Swivel on the back foot. Breathe in, go to flat back. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, go to flat back. Breathe in, breathe out, hands on the floor, move into crane. Breathe in while you're here. Breathe out, walk to the other side. Breathe in while you're here. Breathe out, swivel on the front foot, move into lunge. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, drop down. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe in, breathe out, hands on either side, push up on that back foot. Bring that back foot in if you need to, move into pyramid pose. Breathe in, go to flat back. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, right arm goes up, move the back foot if you need to. Breathe out, twist a little bit more. Breathe in, arms coming up. Breathe out, goddess pose. Breathe in, palms come together. Breathe out, step to the right. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, drop to the left. Slow it down a little bit. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, drop to the right. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, go to goddess pose. Breathe in, arms go out and the front foot goes out. Breathe out, stretch over the leg into triangle pose. Breathe in, look up to the arm. Breathe out, twist a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe out, hand comes down to meet the other hand. Breathe in, go to flat back. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, go to flat back. Breathe out, hands on the floor, bend the knee down into crane. Breathe in. Breathe out, walk to the other side. Breathe in. Breathe out, swivel round into lunge. Knee comes down. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, drop into that back leg. Legs strong, breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, hands on either side of the foot. Take that back leg up. Go to pyramid. Breathe in, go to flat back. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, left arm goes up. Breathe out, twist a little bit further. Breathe in. Breathe out, come up to the center. Breathe in. Breathe out, goddess pose. Breathe in, palms together. Breathe out and back to where we started. Couple of slight variations in that, but you get the idea. So let go of the hands. Close your eyes. Notice how the body feels. Notice your heart rate. Notice your temperature, maybe you're a bit warmer. And now we're going to start moving into the Yin Yoga section of this class. So what I'd like you to do is just fold forward. So this is a yin fold. So by that I mean we want a curve in the spine so that we can stretch the muscles, creating space between the vertebrae. We aren't pushing, we are being receptive in Yin Yoga. So we're just allowing our bodies to be. You can have the arms hanging loose here, or you can take hold of the elbows. And if your neck is okay with it, then you can drop the head. Now, what I would also suggest is you do not need to have the feet together. If you want to separate the feet, maybe for more steadiness, for example, then please do that. And also the position of the feet. If you want to put the toes out or the toes in, then please do that. Our target area here is the back, as I mentioned, but also the backs of the legs. And we're going to be in this for just over another minute. Our yin poses in the yin yang session are going to be a little bit shorter than they are in the pure yin. And if you haven't done yin before, we stay in the poses for several moments, several minutes, and we aim to relax the muscles. But we do want to feel sensations that are not too much or too little and over a general area. So in this case, it's the back line of the legs. That may be the whole of the legs, it may just be the top, it may just be the bottom. It's different for different people. If it's too much, bend the knees a bit. Relax into the pose. So we're going to move down from this into a yin squat. So gently bend the knees, place the hands on the floor. The heels can come up, that is absolutely fine. If your heels are off the floor, what you can do here is two options. You can separate the legs if you want to. That may work for you, doesn't work for me, that's not comfortable, I can't relax in that. Or your other option, which is something you can also do if your ankles are protesting, is to put something underneath your ankles, your heels. So anything that allows you to relax for the next minute and a half or so. With the hands, you've got a couple of options. You can either bring them in prayer, the namaste, bring the palms together. As long as you're doing it in a passive way, we don't want to be actively pushing, actively opening the legs. That's not what we're trying to do here. Or the other option is to put the hands behind the head to give a little bit of weight to get that stretch again on the back and on the neck. So you choose which one suits you better. And then once more, resolve to stay still for around another minute. And as I mentioned at the start, if at any point something is not working for you, adjust it using my suggestions if you can, but if not, and at any time, just come out. Go into a neutral position, lie on your back, on your front, child's pose, even standing. And then just stay, and that's fine. It's not a problem. Listen to your body. Okay, so we're going to move from this squat position. So if you've got anything underneath your heels, then just move those away. And I want you to move into a seated position that is comfortable for you. As I said, what I want to do now is, first of all, we're going to have a small rebound. So we've just done a couple of poses, yin poses for the legs. So actually what would be better would be to sit with your legs out straight in front of you. To feel the effects of those yin poses and also the yang that we did at the start. A lot of lower body. Put the hands on the floor behind you. Close your eyes just for 30 seconds or so. Notice the sensations in the legs. And then just shake out the legs a bit. That little bit of yang within the yin, that dot in the yin yang sign. Okay, and then what we're going to move on to is we're going to be, as I said, we're going to do a few more poses over the next 10 minutes or so. bit less than 10 minutes actually, working the upper body. So we're going to start with the neck. So find your comfortable seated position, whatever that is. And then just drop the head to the left so that you can feel a stretch on the right side of the neck. And we're just going to be here for around a minute. And you might want to rest your arm on the head to give that little bit of extra weight. Or if that's too much, take the arm off. You might want to move the head slightly backwards, slightly forwards, and see, although we are doing the side of the neck, if perhaps it's a little bit more to the back or a little bit more to the front that you feel the tension. Keep the head relaxed, keep the neck relaxed. Take the hand off, the arm off. If it's on, slowly bring it up to the center. Just notice before we go to the other side the difference between the right and the left side of the neck already. And then drop the head to the left. Go to your natural stopping point. This is always where we would go in Yin Yoga. Go to your natural stopping point and then see if you can relax into the pose. Release the muscles, and you may very well find that just by being passive, receptive, relaxed, the sensations, the stretch, for example, in the neck here, can intensify, may well intensify. Use the arm again on the head if you want that extra bit of weight. Or not. Again, maybe moving the head a little bit forwards or a little bit backwards to find where your tension is. As I said, these poses generally in a pure yin class, like the one we're going to do at the end of this retreat, are 3 to 5 minutes. We're just going to keep them for this yin yang class shorter, just to give you a taste of yin and to bring some balance to our yang. So bring that arm off if you have it on there, and then bring the head back up to the center. Don't move yet. Notice the left and the right. How do they feel? And then when you want to start bringing a bit of a movement in, but don't rush, then you can just move gently, move the head from left to right. Starting small and then getting bigger. And then we're just going to open up the front of the chest once more, as we were doing before, with something called angel wings. So basically behind your back, you're going to be bringing the hands towards each other. So it's all going to depend on many different things, but basically your body. So you're going to be either bring the hands together behind your back, or bring the fists together. Or the other option is, if you prefer, you can put your the backs of your hands on your back. So I'll just show you, but don't try to do what I'm doing. Use the option that works best for you. So we've got palms together. But for many people, this is yang, this is active. So if that's the case for you, don't do it. I've just got long arms and also quite a lot of rotation in my shoulder this way. So the other option is to have the fists together. And the third option is just to put the hands, the backs of the hands, on the back. So you choose which one is best for you. We're going to be in this for just under 2 minutes. What we're trying to do is we're trying to open up the chest. We're bringing the shoulder blades together. So we're also bringing a light compression to the shoulders, the upper back. Don't overdo it. Your natural stopping point. And then relax. Close your eyes if that's comfortable. And something that can be useful in Yin Yoga poses is also to use the breath to help you relax deeper into the pose. And whilst we can't do the hands in this particular case, we can go back to that breathing exercise that we were doing at the start to help us relax deeper in. So breathe in through the nose as deep as you can. And then breathing out completely. Breathe in. One more time, breathe in. And out. And then we're going to bring the hands away. And just let them rest for a few moments on your lap. Noticing how the arms and the upper body feels. So now we're just going to move into a short shavasana for a couple of minutes to allow our bodies to take in the effects of our yin yang practice. So you can either lie down on the floor or wherever it is that you are, making yourself comfortable, or you can continue to sit in a comfortable seated position. Whatever that may be for you. Closing your eyes wherever you are. And now really allowing the body to relax. Going to your normal breath. Taking in the effects of our practice so far. And rather than ring the bell for this particular session, what I'm going to do, stay where you are, keep your eyes closed. I'm just going to explain what's going to happen next. We've got around 5 minutes, 4 minutes before Nigel starts the meditation. So your choice, you can either come out of your shavasana gently, slowly, don't rush, and go and do, go to the toilet or whatever it is you want to do. And then if you come back for 1/4 to this same page, then Nigel will be going live at 1/4. He is in a different building to me, so I will be going off and he will be coming on. But yeah, just to let you know that. Refresh the page if for some reason you can't see him. Yes, so either stay here in your shavasana for a little bit longer, or come out slowly and gently, and I will see you later on for our Yin Yoga practice. Thank you.